Good evening, my friends. I want to welcome all of my friends that are watching this on Facebook and LinkedIn, and for those of you that are picking this up on my YouTube channel. I especially want to welcome all of my students that have managed to pop into this Zoom session that we're doing. Tonight, I'm going to be sharing some incredible information with you. As a matter of fact, this information is going to help you build your business faster than ever before. Now, this is relatively fresh information. I just found out about it on Monday when I was listening to the news. And then I went on LinkedIn to see how many of these people I could find. And I was blown away. But what makes it even more exciting is on Monday, I was working with 4 of my coaching students, and I said, listen, you all have been on LinkedIn for a long time. You are already connected to a number of these people. So let's re-engage. And by the end of the day, I heard from 2 of them that they had reconnected with these people, and these people were now looking at their business. Yesterday, did the same thing with 2 more students. And the response has been flat out outrageous. And frankly, it's going to work for you too. As a matter of fact, it's going to work for all of you. So for those of you that are in boot camp, tomorrow night we're going to be talking about this group of people. And for those of you that are not in boot camp, my suggestion is probably want to jump into the next one. So it's really an unexpected group. And like I said, I heard it on the news. 1 in 8 retirees plan to go back to work this year. 1 out of 8. That's a pretty big number. On Sunday, I checked LinkedIn, and I wanted to see how many retired people were on LinkedIn. There were 7,090,000. That's a nice number, especially when you can filter that down to their profession, to where they live. Now, since Sunday, LinkedIn has added 270,000 retired people. So when I did a search today, there are now 7,360,000 retired people, and you mark my words, this number is going to go up. Why? Because the secret's out about LinkedIn, and anybody that is looking for work, anybody that wants to earn a full-time or a part-time job is on LinkedIn. It's all over the news. All over the news. Resume Builder posted it. 1 in 8 retirees plan to go back to work. CBS News, millions of Americans nearing retirement age with no savings. Nearly half of baby boomers have no retirement. This, my friends, is going to be a huge new group of people that you can talk to. And we worked out some outrageously exceptional and effective scripts. Because, again, it's all about them. It's not about you pushing your business on people. So we got LinkedIn, 10 million professionals are joining LinkedIn every month. They're up to 1 billion, 10 million people. There are 80,000 retired teachers, 70,000, 77,000 retired Air Force, 70,000 retired Army, 49,000 retired managers, 45,000 retired Navy, 11,000 nurses, 80,000 teachers, 8,500 retired salespeople. And it goes on and on and on. So your ability to connect with people that fall into this category, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal. Now, LinkedIn is being bombarded by profiles like this. I got this message today from Florence, who went to Singapore University. Let that be a clue. Because millions of bogus profiles are coming over from China, which is one of the reasons that LinkedIn is really going to great lengths to get people to verify their profiles, verify who you are. And if you're having any trouble with LinkedIn, please get back to me, because we've discovered LinkedIn's customer service backdoor, where you can go to them with your problems. Not saying how quickly they're going to resolve it. So I got this today. She sends me this message. Hello, I recently joined LinkedIn and noticed your profile. As I'm new here, I thought I'd reach out to say hi and hopefully connect soon. And you always got to ask yourself, why do people create profiles like this? Still haven't figured it out. It seems that their overall agenda, once they're connected to you, and once they get a little bit of a conversation going, and you can't even be sure if it's a real person, they want to get you to communicate with them on WhatsApp. That seems to be the pattern. Connecting with people like this, accepting their profiles, total waste of time. But by the same token, your success on LinkedIn is going to depend on how you talk to people. You're not here to sell. You're here to see, when you're talking to somebody, if there's an opportunity to sell. So I was working with somebody today, very, very successful in sales, but they have no clue as to how this process works. When you get connection requests from people like this, turn them down. So I was working with this gentleman today who's got a tremendous record of success in previous businesses. But he's in network marketing, and I pointed out this is what people are doing. This is what he was taught to do. So he's talking to someone who was a wellness coach, and there was no clear, obvious need. She had been in a business 9 years. So he's reaching out. I'm also in the wellness space, and I've been building a great team with a very high-tech health solution for people, and has one of the best compensation plans I've seen in a while. I'd love to tell you about it. If you're interested, please let me know. This is the worst example of what they call push marketing. You're not here to push. You're here to learn if there's an opportunity to sell. This was another one he said. Dad, have you heard of the next big thing after ERTC? I have found it and I'm building an amazing team. Would you be interested in hearing about it and getting the details? If I'm not connected with you, please send me a connection request or just reach out for more information. This is a waste of your time, especially since instead of reaching out to people who clearly have no obvious need, I showed them how to reach out to people that clearly do. The more selective you are about who you talk to, the more successful you're going to be, period. So what would you attempt to do if you knew you couldn't fail? What would you attempt to do in network marketing if you knew you couldn't fail? You could easily pick out perfect prospects for your business. How would you feel if you knew that you could build your business on LinkedIn and Facebook in an hour a day or 2 a day? How would you feel if you knew that you could talk to perfect prospects about your business every day? Every day. How would you feel if you knew that you could recruit 5 to 10 people into your business every month? People on this webinar are doing it. My students are doing it. And if you're not doing it and you're putting in the time, then you need to jump back into boot camp because you're doing something wrong. How would you feel if you knew that you could become a top earner in your business before the end of the year? That's how you're going to feel. Bruce Lee's post, I fear not the man who has practiced 10,000 kicks once, but I fear the man who has practiced one kick 10,000 times. It's like learning a dance. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. Create a profile, connect with people, communicate with them, qualify them, and close them. 1, 2, cha-cha-cha. 3, 4, cha-cha-cha. Once you get used to the rhythm of conversation, the more people you talk to, the better you are going to get, period. Your one kick step to mastering every social network in my 4-step formula. Create a profile. Now, for those of you that are not new to LinkedIn, you've been on it for a while, you are already connected to people. I'm going to pop over here. Now, so here's Florence. She sent me this at 7 o'clock. Now, go over to your network. You all want to try this. Filter down to your first level, although all of these people should be on your first level. They're in your network. And you could go up here and you could search for people, filter through your network. Now, your first level are the people that you're connected to. These people all have connections. They're on your second level. So these 9,400 people connect me to 1,770,000. Second level people all have connections. They connect me to 999 million people. Now, it's been running with a billion. Okay. So the numbers fluctuate from time to time. What you can do is filter through your first level connections. How many people are you connected to that are looking for an opportunity? I've got 1,300 people. How many people are open to an opportunity? I got 370. People that I have talked to or connected with at one time or another, first level, and you can see who's on. Now, the question is, you hit the message bar. So she reached out to me in October of 2018. I've never talked to her. Notice she has verified her profile. There are going to be people like Mike, and we know he's online. We can see the donut. We've never talked to him. Open up his profile. And we could see we've been connected since June of last year, but we have never talked. You are going to find 25 to 30% of the people that you're connected to, you've never talked to. Now, here's where it gets exciting. Because I'm back over here, and now let's look for people that are retired. And so I've got 411 people that I'm connected to that are retired. Go check the message. So we've been connected since April of 2022. Now, there is nothing to stop you from being outrageously successful in your business. It's going to start first with your profile, and most people don't realize they're not visible. You think you're visible, but what has happened with LinkedIn, LinkedIn is changing things. Let's come up here and let's take a look. It's nice to see you, BJ. Now, what's interesting now, I'm looking at your comments. So you made a comment about this 9 months ago. Let's look at the posts 1 year ago. Come over here to reactions 4 months ago. Let me unmute BJ. BJ, it's nice to see you. What's new? I know that your company has been going through a reorganization. How has that been affecting you? Now, sometimes people can talk, sometimes they can't. Anyway, it's nice to see you. Posting today is really taking a major step in building relationships on LinkedIn. So that's something that you really want to develop a habit of doing. Now, I mean, we've been connected since 2013. And when you first went on LinkedIn, it was nothing like it is today. Nothing. Let me let's look at Carl. Okay, so we posted 9 months ago. Comments. Now, this is an amazing new feature of LinkedIn. Change some elements on your page, and LinkedIn will blast it out to everybody that you're connected to. Reactions. So this is what you do when you want to check to see who's active. Come over here to let me. So, Carl, it's nice to see you. How's everything going?
Good to see you too. Can you hear me okay?
I can hear you fine.
Great. Yes, I've started working more consistently on what you taught me. And so I'm starting to get some results.
Wow. Nice to hear. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. And you have, I mean, you're sitting on a gold mine with all the people that you're connected to. So the more of it you do, the more results you're
Yeah,
gonna.
I was looking at my post tonight just before I got on the call, and I was thinking about putting one up there. And then then you called on me. I said, "Oh my gosh, she's going to see that I haven't posted in a while." So I was working on coming up with a post for the next day or so. Yeah.
Now you can now program those in advance.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Aha. And here's the thing, and Carl, this for you, considering what you do to be very, very effective. What you want to be doing is, in fact, if we look at your posts, So you want to be posting things that people can like. So here you had 6 people that you're connected to that liked it, which opens you up to conversation. Now, 11
Oh,
months
okay.
ago. So it's not like you're not exactly doing this on a consistent basis.
No, I'm not. That's the next phase. Yeah.
Okay. But here's the deal. Post personal development information.
Hmm.
Okay. Personal development. And because the people that you're going to share, you're putting this out there. The idea is you put stuff out there that will resonate with people, that they would want to share with the people in their network. So when somebody likes what you did, their friends get a notice that you liked something, and they may look at it or not. The more they like your posts, the more they're going to look forward to getting them. The more they look forward to getting them, the more they're going to share with their friends. And last night in boot camp, we talked about, we gave everybody an example of someone that connected with a prospect in November. And in the first 5 minutes of being connected, we discovered that the person had been in 5 network marketing companies, swore they'd never get into another one. 8 months later, they signed up in the business. If we added up all of the texting time back and forth, it was less than a little under an hour, maybe 50 minutes. It's like planting a seed in a garden and then watering the seed, fertilizing your garden with posts. And this is exactly how it works. Now, the other good news, like I said, is when you post something, what you could do is you could share it with people that you're connected to make sure they see it. And of course, the other great thing is now you can program these things in advance. So you can spend a half an hour and literally program posts for the entire week. And it's going to be posting, putting stuff out there that people are going to like, people are going to appreciate, that is going to get you everything that you want. Let's come over here and let's look at Gary. So Gary, we haven't talked in a while. I hope you've been well. So now we come down here and you look at Gary's activity. Kind of hoping to see something on a daily basis, but you see what happened? You got 6 people that liked it. This gives you opportunity to talk to people. Comments 7 months ago. Reactions. So, Gary, looking at this, I would say that it doesn't appear that you're very active on LinkedIn. And for whatever reason, man, you could turn that around. Because look at this, okay? You have 26,000 followers. Maximum number is 30,000 connections, you are loaded, absolutely loaded. You know, and as a matter of fact, hey, Dennis, it's nice to see you. What's going to happen is there's got to be at least 200 people that you're connected to that would naturally be interested in your business right now. Let's come up here. So, Harry, I don't see you. So if I can't find you here, so if I'm looking for you here and your name's not coming up, then your settings are off. Found you over here. And so for whatever reason, clearly it now you've been tapping into my training since 2010, excuse me, 2009. And if this is a new page, I'll send you a connection request. Now, let me look who else is here. Posted something a week ago. Comments? Well, you commented on something a week ago. You reacted to something about a week ago. So now there are new ways with LinkedIn so that you can see how active people are. Critically important. Gary, I'll swing around back. Let me look. All right, now I love success stories. And let me come back over here. So it's all about creating your page. Once your page is up, we can connect with people that we'd like to know based on the contents of their profile and their activity. And we can reconnect with people that we've been connected to for years, but maybe we haven't talked. Then it's all about communicating, talking to people. And we have a whole new level of scripts that we released in November and December. Everybody was fired up about ChatGPT, artificial intelligence. And when you think about it, my scripts have served as artificial intelligence for tens of thousands of people. My scripts work. People started to run my scripts through ChatGPT, and the results were not pretty. The last thing you want someone to see when you send them a message is a question. And what ChatGPT was doing was they were keeping the question followed by 2 or 3 lines of text. So in January, we scrapped ChatGPT, and we've been putting together Max GPT. And it's going to be available. So we had to redo our scripts book. The folks that are in the January and February boot camp are getting these new scripts. And what these are going to do is they are going to enable you to qualify your prospects. And I've got a group working on a mobile app so that you can have it on your phone. And when you want to reach out to someone and you can't remember what to say, you could just type in, how do I start a conversation with a chiropractor? It'll pop up. How do I start a conversation with a retired nurse? Script will pop up. I'm really excited about all of this. And then finally, closing more people. It's so simple that anyone can master it. Ron Federico today is an executive director in Melaleuca. He sent me this. I'm an executive director now. With your strategies and scripts, not only is my business growing, but it works for everyone on my team. Joni is building an Isagenix business. Since starting your boot camp, I've enrolled 6 new friends, helped an associate enroll her first. I'm in conversation with many more. It's all about conversations, folks. I've used your strategy to private message those who like and comment on my posts. Also made a post that are generating a lot of conversations. This is so much fun. Now, the more you do this, the more fun you're going to have. There are new features and actions that produce immediate results that will lead to sales on LinkedIn and Facebook both. And now we have new categories of prospects anxious to join your business. I'm talking about these retirees. Now, you can help your new recruits make a few sales immediately on Facebook before they make their traditional warm market list and make calls, simply by changing your picture. The very people that you would call up in your warm market to tell them about your business, you change your picture, they reach out to you. Now you can start a conversation. Betty, I'm glad you like my new picture. You know, it's been years since we've talked. What are you doing these days? 85% of the time you ask somebody that question, they're going to come back, they're going to answer your question, and then they're going to tell you, or they're going to ask you what you're doing. And you follow a simple script, and you can be bringing them into your business. Then you help them open up their settings, make sure they're visible, and you have them change their picture. And then when they want to know, what do I say to the people that reacted? Scroll up. Look what I said to you. Follow the scripts and be there to help them. When they bring those two into the business, you help them open up their settings, make themselves visible, change their picture. And literally, you could have a tight-knit group of people. I was talking to my friend George Ruiz, who is a $1 million earner in network marketing. He's been at the top of, I think, 5 companies. And I said, George, you're just not going to believe this. So on the 17th, he changed his picture. Within 24 hours, he had 193 people like it, 43 people made comments, and 4 people shared it. These are all opportunities to start conversations. And that, my friend, is what it's all about. So I've been asking all week, what's holding you back? And I've gotten some interesting feedback. What is preventing you from reaching your goals? And we've had a number of people that were pretty candid and forthright, sharing what they're doing. So I have put together a new program, and we're calling it the Millionaire Mindset Magic. And it's going to be a 6-week program for personal transformation for people that aspire to build their business and there's something holding them back. We're going to meet once a week. We're going to dive into all of the known things that prevent people to be successful. And it's going to start on March 21st. Now, Callie Miller is not only a friend, Callie works for me, but Callie has an interesting history. And as I've gotten to know Callie, she's going to play an integral role in this Millionaire Mindset Magic program. Why? Callie is a $1 million earner in Isagenix. When she started in that company, you can't believe all of the obstacles, the things that, just like all of you, got in her way, prevented her from being successful. But she worked on herself and literally rose to millionaire status in her company. She got to a point 10 years ago where she was literally able to step away from her business, raise a daughter, buy a house, get married, and week after week, month after month, the money's coming in. And so we've had a number of delightful sessions, and Callie, during this Millionaire Mindset Magic program, is going to help share her experiences and help anybody that is self-sabotaging their business, preventing them from being successful. So first, we're going to get into mindset. Then we're going to get into prospecting and business building. And then finally, we're going to focus on duplication. I'm really excited about this. For those of you that are in the retreat, we're going to talk a little bit more about it. For those of you that are, you know me, when I open my Christmas presents as soon as I get them, you're going to love this. Now, I love success stories, and I want to share one with all of you because it's so relevant to what you're trying to do. Let me come back. Now, I had been working with Sam for a couple of years. And last year, he's in a business that he's really passionate about. So he really wanted to go fast. So we jumped into my coaching program. And I can just bring up our history. Right? Now, when we started working together, let me scroll up because you're all in the same situation. Okay. So when we started working together, he had 4,700 connections. And when we went in, and you want to do the same thing, you want to break those connections down. And if you know precisely who you're looking for, he was looking for investors, business owners, bankers, people that were familiar with Forex or financial advisors. When we added up all of these people that he was already connected to, that was 1,738. That meant 37% of his total connections are already prospects. So his focus was going to be on the people that he was connected to that fell into his category of prospects. All right. We came up with a posting strategy because it's what it's all about. It's all about posting. It's all about putting things out there that your target audience would be interested in. Things that give you credibility. And I heard from him 2 weeks later. Max, it's been a crazy 2 weeks since our last coaching session. I sponsored over 12 people just with the call that we did. We laid out a series of scripts that were designed specifically for his prospects. 12 people, and I've been busy onboarding the new team and training them. I've been on Zooms for almost 5 to 6 hours a day. And I pointed out to him, I said, when you're starting to train that many people, you can't do it on an individual basis and be efficient. You have to train them in groups, and they'll all get more out of it. That was on March 30th. And then I hear from him April 11th. Hard to believe I'm writing this to testify to my success, but I've always wanted to send you a testimonial. Thanks so much for your coaching, Max. I have added 21 new team members in the last 3 weeks, and it's still growing by the day as we speak. Your coaching is exceptional. Your way of coaching gave me the reassurance to go from where I was for a few months, stuck, not going forward, getting rejection after rejection, to signing up 90% of the time. Now, coaching, not everybody can work with me in coaching. And boot camps are group coaching. You get so much out of boot camp. Here, I got so busy. 90%, 9 out of 10 people he's talking to, he's signing up in the business and he's selling a $5,000 package. Do the math. Take 5,000 and multiply it times 21. I got so busy, I haven't been able to attend the last boot camp or your Zoom sessions. My business is taking off. I won't be able to stop it even if I wanted to. And I'm looking forward to when he does come to Florida this year. Again, I'm not showing this to you to impress you. I'm showing this to impress upon all of you, every one of you, what you can be doing, especially with the people you are already connected to. Let me pop over here. Okay, so Robert, I'm bringing up your profile. Notice your picture doesn't show in the general search. It means your settings are off. So we'll click on it. So you're just getting going. So I can certainly appreciate it. This is an activity. Let me unmute Robert. So looks like you're in Legal Shield. You got into it in 2005. Let's see. Prepaid
Yes.
Legal, Prepaid Legal was bought the network marketing company that I was building in 1998. It was the People's Network. So a lot of those people were probably still there. Were you in working with Dave Savula, or were you whose group were you in?
He was in charge of my upline,
Mhm.
Dave Savula.
Yep, yep. And he was a funny guy. When I started working with his regional vice presidents, he used to tell computer jokes. He didn't know anything about computers. He said the only way I knew to turn off a computer was to pull the plug. And but he didn't need to know.
Yeah.
As long as so you've been in prepaid legal a long time. So what level are you?
Right now I'm a director. I got in and I got out. I came back about two years ago.
Mhm. So what else have you been doing besides that? What's your professional background?
I was in law enforcement before I retired. I also was doing handyman work, plumbing and electricity.
Okay. Law enforcement. See, what you need to do with your profile here is this needs to be your work history. I was working, in fact, let me bring him up. You'll get a kick out of this. Matthew. Now Matthew is building a different business. Change his picture. But he was with the DEA for 26 years. And he got first network marketing experience. He started at the beginning of last year. And so we were working together. I helped him with his profile. There's nothing on his profile that talks about his business. And you see, if you've been in law enforcement before, number one, that gives you amazing credibility with everybody. Okay. I mean, you don't expect someone in law enforcement to rip you off. So there's an element of trust involved. But you could come up here and you could find other people in law enforcement that are looking to get out of law enforcement because of the circumstances, especially in places like New York, in the Great Lakes area, Washington State, Oregon. The police are leaving law enforcement in huge numbers, and you have an element of camaraderie with them. Well, he's a very, very sharp guy. And let me bring this up. The problem I had working with Matt was he was in such a hurry to talk to people about his business, okay, that he couldn't hold back. Couldn't hold back. Now I gave him the scripts. I showed him exactly how to post. We did everything, and we had a script. Many of the law enforcement professionals that I work with on LinkedIn have all launched new lucrative careers. What experience have you had with the network marketing business model? And man, okay, what happened was, let me come up a little ways. So he was pushing the business too fast. He was not trying to learn about the other person. Instead, I jump into his account to look at his conversations, and he was blasting it everywhere. So finally, to get his attention, I says, look, before you can arrest somebody, you have to read them their Miranda rights. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you in a court. You have the right to talk to a lawyer. I mean, he broke out laughing. I broke out laughing. The whole thing was, kind of humorous. But I said, there's a reason that you have to say these things. And it finally got through to him. So about 5 days later, he sends me this. I signed up 5 people in the last 3 days. It's working. He rank advanced 3 months in a row. And I just got this from him I think 2 weeks ago on Friday. This is on February 9th. I just got a new sign up last week when my birthday notifications went out, which I had changed per your advice. So in other words, he changed his birthday. One of my connections wished me well. I picked up our previous conversation from a year ago, asked if he wanted to see my offer, and wham, sign him up in the business. And he added, and I didn't have to read the Miranda warning. So once you get this, your profile is the start of all of this. You put yourself out there. You all are free to reach out and talk to as many people as you want every day. Let me come back up and unmute Gary. So Gary, how have you been?
Progressing.
Okay.
I
Progress is good.
yes, it is. I am getting ready to get back into working with you.
Okay. Listen, Gary, I'm ready when you are. This is the kind of thing where you can do it. Things happen in your life. We get distracted. You step away from it. You can come back and it's like you never left.
I believe that.
Okay. And one of the things that made me so excited to work with you is the number of people that you're connected to. All right. And the way you're going to milk that is with posting. You start putting stuff out that the people that you're connected to are going to appreciate, and you're going to have conversations galore. So you just send me a message on LinkedIn whenever you're ready to, and I'll make sure you get added to the schedule. Don't if you go into the scheduler, it's looking like, oh, the next time you can work with Max is in the end of March. No, when you're ready, send me a message and I'll get you on the schedule that week. All right. Now, what I want to show all of you is this. For those of you, let me come back here. Now I have my 3rd session of boot camp is tomorrow night. And there is still an opportunity to register. All of the sessions are saved. So go to maxsteingart.com/bootcamp. I'm going to put it in the chat because after tomorrow night, it's shut down. More important, this weekend, we have our 3-day top earner retreat. And for President's Day holiday, we had a special promotion. And if you go to maxsteingart.com/retreat, use the promo code Great Deal, and you can participate for $99. For those of you that are already registered, and I know you paid more, this is an opportunity for you to invite members of your team. We're going to be talking about what the top earners know to be successful in your business. We're going to give everybody, when we talk about mindset, we're going to give everybody a sneak peek at our new Millionaire Makeover program. And I'm really excited about that. Callie has a story. We're going to share other stories with you. And what we're going to be doing, this isn't going to be a fluff training. We're going to meet once a week for 6 weeks. There's going to be homework. There's going to be an opportunity to network with other people in the group. But our goal is to help all of you overcome whatever is holding you back. You know, I've always felt personally that mindset, when you think about it, whatever is holding you back, the one thing that can help you change your mindset is success. Make 1 or 2 sales a week, that's going to affect your mindset. The more you are able to sell, the bigger you're able to grow your business. That's all the activity you need to change your mindset. But there are some things that are so subtle and so deep inside of us that even if we're having moderate success, we're still self-sabotaging. We're still not going for our goals, going for our dreams. And that's why we're doing this. Because I've already eliminated the greatest barriers to anybody in network marketing to be successful. Leads. Being able to talk to high quality people. That's the biggest barrier. But if there's something holding you back, if there's and you're not going to believe how deep we're going to get into this. I mean, really, I've been doing extensive research on it. I've talked to actually 3 psychiatrists that are also involved in network marketing, and we're going really, really deep. I don't think there's anyone that has ever gone to this depth in helping people understand whatever is holding you back, whatever it is. You can control it. You can overcome it. And that's what we're looking to do. Like I said, we've got, in fact, I shouldn't even be talking about it, to tell you the truth, because we don't have, we've got the material written up. We have no promotional material on it yet. We're probably the first people that will hear about it will be the folks on Saturday during the retreat. But it's set to start on the 3rd Thursday in March. And our goal is to help you all put all of that behind you. Tomorrow night at 9 o'clock, let me put in the chat window here. And the promo code bigger deal drops the price to $59. With a retreat, the code is great deal. Now, I got to tell you, attending my 3-day retreats has never, in the entire time I've been doing them, has never been this low. Why am I doing it? Because I can. And because I know there are some folks that maybe couldn't afford it. But the bottom line is, for those of you that have aspirations to become top earners in the business, to really understand what building a network marketing business is all about, you'll learn it in the retreat. We did a survey 2 years ago. 85% of the people that responded are making a 6-figure income. What's interesting is that 25% of them changed companies. So just like every boot camp is different, every retreat is different. And we're going to squeeze into boot camp because tomorrow night it's all about conversation. We're going to show you how to approach these retired people and make the transition easy to talk about your business. So I look forward to sharing your success story. And for those of you that are here for the first time, welcome. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll have a 9:30 Ask Mac session. We had some technical issues this morning, so I had to expand the capabilities of my computer, and it took longer than I thought. Gloria, the entire weekend is going to be recorded. So don't worry. If you can't make it there, you'll be able to come back. Additionally, we have a whole new platform. So I mean, everything's improving, everything. And again, there has never been a better time to get into network marketing. A lot of people with previous network marketing experience have a negative attitude about it. And we're going to show you how, when you run into people like that, anytime you talk to anybody that tells you they've never met anybody that's been successful in network marketing, whether you've been successful or not, your immediate response would be, well, man, you just need to meet some new people. Anytime you meet anybody that has a negative attitude about network marketing, remind yourself that you've got better information than they do. The fact is that they probably have a negative attitude about it and it's well-deserved, because they were taught bad stuff. They were taught the wrong things. This whole notion that you have to go through 100 no's to get a yes and just put stuff out there. Some will, some won't. So what next? Some will. So what? So what next? Go for no. Go for no. You got to go through 100 no's to get a yes. Bullshit. You know so much about a person by reading their profile, by checking over their activity and their actions. You can pick out great candidates for your business as easy as you could go to the store and pick out a ripe tomato for a salad you want to make tomorrow night. Or you can reach into a bowl of candy, pull out those green M&Ms. We'll be back. Until next time, best of luck in building your business and God bless. Retired folks.